Okay, so I decided to improvise the last two recipes a little bit because they call for mushrooms, which I know I don't have. So what I'm going to do is, instead of opening up one of my number 10 quick cook red beans, because that's what it calls for, I'm actually going to put everything in the pint size jar. I'm going to put the hamburger, I'm going to put the onions, the seasonings like the black pepper, the chili powder, the beef bouillon, and what I'm going to do is write on the label that I'm going to use the red beans that I already canned and the celery that I already canned in my cold room downstairs. To add that to the recipe when we cook it, I'm going to put the tomato powder in. Okay, so I'm ready to try my improvised version of the chili. So first in, it says 2/3 cup of tomato powder, and I actually added some herbs into this, so I'm just going to put that in. It's going to go in. And to that, I'm going to add my onions. It says garlic, black pepper, chili powder, beef bouillon. Okay, so, and we like our chili on the hot side. So, putting that in. This is the beef bouillon. So, put that in. Maybe I should have put this in a baggie. And I'm going to add a few of these crushed red peppers that we have because, like I said, we like our chili hot. So I'm pretty sure, well, I am, and I'm pretty sure you could too, improvise and make these recipes your own, to your liking, to your family's liking. So I'm going to just break that chili pepper up. Sorry, I was just breaking the chili pepper up. There's a couple of lumps in there. So that, to that, I'm going to add now the hamburger. And it says a cup, so I'm going to add a cup. Let's see how much this fills up. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more just so it's filled. So I don't know how I'm going to put the mac and cheese into this, if this is what the, just temping it down a little bit. This is what the regular chili looks like. So, I mean, there's not going to be any room to put pasta. So maybe I will just go ahead and put it in a quart jar. Even though I'm not putting in, what am I not putting in the chili mac? Celery, beans. I'll just put a little bit more hamburger, I guess. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a regular one because this is never gonna fit pasta in there. So this is the chili. So I'm gonna go ahead and put an oxygen absorber in there, and I'm gonna vacuum seal it, and I'll show you what it looks like when I come back. Okay, so I'm finished my project for today. I did the last one. I vacuum sealed them, all of them. I did the chili mac, so I vacuum sealed all of them. As you can see, my little fingertip tat, all nicely vacuum sealed. So I got 4 jars, even though you see 5 in front of you. There's 4 jars. This one is the chili mac. It has the chili powder and all that down the bottom, down here, and then it has the beef, and then I did the ziti because that's what I had open. So instead of opening up another pasta, what difference does it make? Then this is the one with what was it? I've got to write these things on here before I forget. This is the double cheeseburger with the macaroni, the elbow macaroni, and the packet up the top. This is the regular chili, and that has all the seasonings down the bottom. And these two right here are the two that I'm gonna add from the cold storage downstairs. The red beans and the celery I'm gonna add from downstairs. So that has that. That's the cheeseburger, double cheeseburger one, and then this one is the baked ziti with all the ingredients in it, and then it has the oxygen absorber. I did two with the oxygen absorber, and then these two without the oxygen absorber. I thought I would try it to see if it made any difference one way or the other. And then I have this one, which is all of the leftover beef crumble. And it does have the oxygen absorber. I don't know if you can see that right there. It has the oxygen absorber in it. So that's the beef. As you can see, it's empty. There's nothing left. So basically this 27.2 ounce can, number 10 can, made 4 dinners. And it had a leftover quart. And then I have this little bit of probably just over a cup left. And I'm going to make dinner with this. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to make some bread and then I'm going to make some chili. And see how this turns out. Because like I said, I wanted to incorporate this into our daily menus and see how it goes. So this is my first attempt at this freeze-dried dehydrated food. So I'm gonna definitely read my instructions before I start and see how to cook this. So I'll come back and I'm gonna just show you a couple of pictures at the end of what it looks like. So I'm probably just gonna do maybe a chili or a chili mac with this and test out the recipe and this beef crumble. And this came from Honeyville, so test out this and that recipe all at the same time with this leftover little bit of beef I have. So yeah, not too bad. I mean, I'm gonna put this back in my long-term storage, and then these 4 I'm gonna just put them in my daily working pantry, as I call it, right here in my kitchen. And through the next month, I'm gonna rotate this in once a week into the meals and see how it comes out. Should be good. I mean, like I said, trying to save time now that everybody's back in school and the holidays are coming up, Thanksgiving and everything. I don't want to have to worry about, you know, trying to make a meal, and if I'm running late, my husband or the kids or whatever can start the meal for me and I can finish it off, and it'll be great. So hopefully this will help us out for the next month. We'll try to do at least one a week, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to do this one right now, and I will show you how it goes. So I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will post some pictures at the end of the video for tonight's meal using this leftover beef crumble. So thank you very much for watching, and you have a great day. Okay, so dinner is ready. This is what it looks like. And I did the pasta. So this is like that chili mac. So it has the pasta in it. And I did add a couple of other things to mine because with just the chili mac recipe, it wasn't enough to feed my family. So what I did add, I will show you. I added a can of stewed tomatoes, actually a can of diced tomatoes. I didn't have any freeze-dried or dehydrated peppers, so I added some peppers. I added some of my canned celery and a canned red bean. So that's what I added to the actual recipe. So this is what I added. I had a can of, it's 14.5 ounces of diced tomatoes, and it has basil, garlic, and oregano in it. I added the can, this half pint size can of celery, which I canned myself. back in October of this year, and I put the water in and everything. Why waste the water when you're in a emergency situation? Why waste the water in your vegetables to drain them off and then add more water in? So the recipe called for X number of cups of or whatever of water, so I just used subtracted that and just used the water that was in here. And of course in my red beans as well, these are red beans, I added one of these in. And I probably could have gotten away with a little bit less water than I put in because I had to thicken it up a little bit. And I thicken like soups and sometimes soups and different things with actually potato flakes. These ones are sweet potatoes. Usually I would have just like a butter potato or whatever, 3 cheeses or whatever. And this is that powdered instant potato. Or sometimes I have potato flakes, and I'll just add a couple, maybe like a quarter of a cup or whatever into it, and it will thicken it up instead of using like the flour and water method. So this gets a little extra taste to it. So this is actually what I thicken up that chili mac with. So it has a great taste from that as well. So that's what I added just to stretch it a little bit so it'll be enough for dinner tonight. So thank you very much for watching, and you have a great evening.